Good morning, Franz. Cora was the early arrival and first today. Ross second, Conklapster third, Mewtwo's fourth, and Cora is streaking a 40 stream streak for Stroke Meow. A tier 3 sub as always. Thank you so much, Cora, for your continued patronage to this channel. It allows me to keep doing this, and I really, really appreciate it. How is everybody doing today? I'm doing fantastic. I went to bed at like 7:40 p.m. last night and woke up at 8 a.m. I slept for like 12 hours. Full gremlin mode today. You're debating whether or not to come an hour early. You would have been very lonely. Still sore? Got lots of exercise shoveling all that snow, did you? It's funny because Ottawa didn't really get that much snow. We're at a nice warm -10 today with a wind chill of -15. It's almost t-shirt weather out after the last few days. Ooh. You watch YouTube until I start? Yeah, when I'm doing that little like 15-minute wait in for people to filter in, I'm usually like running the news on 2x so I can get it all in. There's so much news happening that like I have to watch it on 2x speed just to make it so that I have enough time to do other things. Could you just go do errands? Yeah. First, you have to clean off the car. You got to shovel the driveway. You got to make sure the end of the driveway is clear. You have snow plows coming through and dropping all that stuff. Luckily, our neighbor, when we did get our big amount of snowfall on the weekend, he was nice enough to use a snowblower to clear the big pile of plowed snow at the end, because that's the hardest to shovel. Most of our neighbors know that my dad's really old, and they also know that I'm unfit. And my mom certainly can't shovel. And I don't know if Cheese shovels or not. He does sometimes, I think, but usually my dad does it. Well, I'm gonna have to start taking over too. But the exercise is good. Errands on snow roads. I wonder my dad crashed in the old car. Yeah, do you not have winter tires? I mean, you're far enough north that you should have winter tires. Fantasy has a cat in her lap. Oh yeah. Love it how you just leave out the vowels. We still know cat and lap. News till dead. Execution by news. Yep, that's basically kitten lip. Kitten lip. Vowels are useless? Not entirely. You wouldn't be able to pronounce my name without the vowels. Just take the SUV, it has 4-wheel. That's not how that works. You need grip. You know, considering you live in a place that does get snow, like, it's surprising that that they don't know how to drive in snow. I don't even drive, and I know vowels are nope, vowels aren't useless because you can't read that without vowels. But yeah, it's amazing that you live in a place with snow and people still don't know how to drive in snow. Then again, you look at Toronto and they get 5 centimeters of snow and they shut down, and they got what, 56 the other day, and they're still getting more. I don't feel sorry for them at all. Yeah. in some circumstances you don't want auto control on your vehicle. So we're down into refining our light and shadow and our specific shapes now on this painting. And I'm just gonna hop right into it. Hopefully, I'm gonna move the window so that I can actually see the chat here. Learned prime example that a few years back tried to go snow covered road. Traction control was like, yep. Thank you for the hydrate, Neff. And the street. I gotta. No, I can't. Hold on. We'll take out our bands, or just our maracas. Put that down right next to the microphone so you can all hear it. Okay, I have to stretch a certain way because my back hurts this morning. The 12-hour sleep, the 12-hour sleep screwed up my back. Sorry. Yeah, the 12-hour sleep screwed up my back because I'm large, and so my gut was pulling on my back all night, and my back hurts now. You can't win. You just need to lose weight. That's all. Don't be fat. But it's easier said than done. Here's all I had to switch off the ESP to keep the current second. Do you have a standard or? Road trip up to Canada, get proper snow tires. Yeah, really? Necromancer, good morning. I'm not even gonna justify reading that, Cora. See, there's a part where it's like, why is a vowel? Why qualifies as a vowel? See, you cannot. You need vowels. Make the trip. Just don't go home. Yeah. Actually, I've seen some things where trans people are applying for Canadian citizenship now because like claiming refugee status. And I agree with it. I think trans people should be allowed to claim refugee status from the United States. Especially after they declared that there's only two genders. Like, it's not technically law, but it's still bullshit. To click away to allow Ross to say things. It's a dual clutch with a manual. Oh, okay. He's now mad at me because I had to move to the little demon's room. Well, you just put him right back on your lap. Boro father? Burrow father? No, you see, you need the vowels. They add context. Technically, W is a vowel in certain contexts. Yeah, I also agree with that. It's like you just hear it from those who voted for the orange fuckhead. I didn't vote for this. Further? Farther? I mean, there's the R's, but you can infer that there's probably no R there too, or there might be an R there. But the vowel adds enough context that when you're reading it, you're like, oh, because like I can look at FTHR and say further, farther, father, feather. Because like feather would be one of those you wouldn't be able to write that. You're gonna have to have the context clues of the rest of the words around it to know that you're talking about feathers. Yeah, Cora is just trying to argue that we don't need vowels. I think we need vowels. Can't have my name without vowels. My name is mostly vowels. Lead speak instead. Yep. Yeah, make sure you take your meds. Also, side note, even though I don't watch Jujutsu, but YouTube recommendations putting me to a recap video, certain episode I have been going, holy shit. I haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen yet, but I probably should. I should probably watch Frieren as well. There's so many good anime out there. Never enough time. Cora's just still going. He gives Necromancer a knitted banner with a purple potion. Yes, hanging out on the lawn. The crypt lawn. Something if you We have activated Kuro's linguistic special interests. I am always linguistically interested, indeed. Thank you for the hydrate, conch. Slowly but surely. We're getting there. Nernstevitten? Did you know that the early forms of written language didn't include almost any vowel notation? Yes, I did know that.
Cormoracity says, today's meta entry, the beautiful, Muppety, terrifying, Baliniceps rex.
Baliniceps rex. Alright, here we go. Today's meta we search. What is DuckDuckGo gonna give us today? Oh, this thing! Yeah! This prehistoric ass looking bird. I love these things. They are literal dinosaurs in modern day. These beautiful boys, tell us all about them, Conk. In fact, we don't even know what vowels the ancient Egyptian had. Yep. Sometimes I want to try another language, but I don't want to butcher it. Yeah, they do. They give veterans PTSD attacks. But look at them! They're so cute and fluffy and friend-shaped. It's like the giant vultures thing that I shared to Pets and Animals the other day. That Neff already also shared to Pets and Animals. The Clappy Bird. Yep. Later, need some more snow shoveling. Yay! It's good exercise, Ross. Exercise is good for you. Just bored. Big bored. How dare. Why have you done this? Thanks for the hydrate, Cora. Enjoy your nap in the shade, Ross. First described in 1850, but potentially known by ancient Egyptians, they aren't actually storks, they're closer to pelicans. Ranging from 3.58 feet tall to 4.58 feet tall. These are big boys. Yeah, they are big boys. There are some big birds. Big boy birds. They are considered a vulnerable species and are known for hunting almost anything really, including baby crocodiles. That's badass. I'm still taller, 6'4". What am I holding and why? We'll never know. Conk might be busy. All I hear is snowblowers. Just God, you can't get away from the Briggs and Stratton even in winter. Just slowly making a way across our painting with the details here. Wrote out my anger, and then the story's hella messed up. Emus, common ostriches, and the Somali ostrich are all about 6'4" on average. Okay, but that is an ostrich. Point being, my brain just went, it's not about the height, it's how you use it! Cora's feeling a little, was it overshadowed by a bird? He's got to, express his manliness by being taller than the bird. Intimidated, that's the word. Which would win, though? That ostrich or a red kangaroo? I mean, I've seen geese give tigers a run for their money, so, you know. Red kangaroo is the biggest and strongest kangaroo species. Almost 85% sure they live on 75% spite. It's like the Pallas cat. Just lives out of pure anger. Exists on grump alone. Duck butts. Also, derailing chat. Go ahead and derail all you like. Talk about like 10 subjects at once. It doesn't matter. Just chat about everything. Chat away. Keep talking. I like it when people chat. It makes me feel like I'm not boring. Help me feel useful. I wish those snowblowers would stop though. Oh my god, they're driving me insane. Just constant. Never ending. Thanks for the hydrate fantasy. I was supposed to talk about the Shuba, and now we're on to kangaroos and Pallas cats. It's Pallas, P-A-L-A-S. There you go. They stand on their
Necromancer Dark
tails.
says, did I go out to get cigarettes today and actually come back?
Yeah, I've already did. Look at that face. They stand on their tails to keep their paws warm. They're so cute. Now you
Cora
have
Huroda
so
says,
now you need
fish
to
you
blow
very,
it.
very much.
We've decided that if my dad was a cat, he would be a palace cat. But they're so chunky and fluffy. Look at that chonker! We need to domesticate these ones too. I have been hydrated! You should be able to. Look at him though! They're so cute!
Cora Huroda says, bleep.
And this one. Just bleep. Okay, well, I guess he can't swear. Look at the kitten, though! So I'm just gonna close these now.
Cormoracity says, bleeping cat.
I should paint that one someday. But yeah, they're very fluffy. And look at that cute little baby.
Cora Huroda says, bleep 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 shit bitch.
Okay, it can swear some words. There's probably a filter on it that Sai put on and that I didn't change. Because I simply just used her code. Look at that kitten, though. Okay, enough of that. Back to more serious things. Can't have too much cuteness on here. Cora is very mature, extremely mature. Should we comprehensively determine what words are on that filter list? If you want. I'm not stopping you. I think the only time I would turn the TTS off on purpose is if we got like one of those raids of people who are Just like the hate raids, you know? Which I doubt were big enough for anyone to even bother with. And then they would have to spend points to use it, so they would have to have enough points to use a Vardy.
Cora Huroda says, Su Kugar Vode.
Sukugar Vode. Stick. Branch.
Cora Huroda says, Su Cooee Garvoda.
Sukoigar Voda. Is it So or Su? I'm guessing it's long O's. Su. So it's a long vowel. And this is why we created the IPA. Why am I spending so much time on this goddamn log? Kui. Okay, so Sukui. She has such lovely rounded diphthongs. It's from a film called Oscar with Sylvester Stallone, Tim Curry, a few other notable names that I don't know off the top of my head. Sweet Quigar means you are still alive in Mandoa. Funny Conlango Burr. Voda means brothers. Ah. Like as in like brethren. A brother who is not your brother, but comrade kind of brother, I'm guessing. In Zulzihin's language, that term is tul. also interchangeably used sort of in the like senpai context, like senior. Slowly, slowly it's coming together. It just suddenly felt like working on the background, so that's what I'm doing. I'll get to that in a moment after I get over my concussion here. Oh, that's a dinos. That's a dinos. And for sprout meow! Gesundheit! Probably heard my dad sneeze. Thanks for the stretch and the hydrate, Necromancer. And that was him yawning. Lean back. Street. Fun fact, Ade means children, so Mandoad means child of Mandalore. Conlangs are fun though. Mandoa doesn't really have gender. I'm not sure that Zulzahin's language would either. Demora definitely would, at least Nameless's version of Demora. This new tree growing out of this old stump here. That power that Korra holds to cause a dragon shout to happen spontaneously somewhere in the universe. Just worried about the collateral damage of innocents who happen to be in the area when it suddenly happens. You too could have this power, Necromancer. Fuss! Roll! Boo. I'm disappointed that you didn't use Meowbakeen there. Because it just would have said, Meow! Queer. Look, I am terrible at linguistics. It's why I failed the linguistics midterm twice. With 24%. And I was doing so poorly at it that I had to switch out to anthropological linguistics from a different university just so I could pass. It's not something I am particularly talented at. Tesla, are you sneezing? Hold on. Are you okay, buddy? You're not gonna, like, throw up there, are you? I'm making sure my cat's not preparing to just throw up. Are you alright, Nugget? I've got a nugget. I've got a nugget. he's pertating. Sorry for the microphone noises. It's cat time. No drink, only purr. When I do what? Because my mouth moves from the purring. He's really purring today, isn't he? Hey, Nugget. Yeah. He's having a good time, I think. Have to take advantage of cat time when it happens, you know? Hey, Marinide. I have Tesla in my arms. And he is a purr machine today. No drink, only purr. Never. No drink, only purr. He She's really happy today. But cat time. You have to have cat time. It's so rare now because I don't have Velcro constantly pestering me. Yes, I do have to finish this painting of Alex. I would like to give it to the family, the high-res version. Sounds like my dad is coming for my coffee cup. Hold on. Now I do 2 hydrants. I heard somebody going up the stairs. Guess not. But I have no more coffee left. So I have to wait till tea. Alright. Alright, Nugget. Yes, you're so cute. Sorry, I'm just capitalizing on my cat being snuggly at the moment. Yeah? Yeah? You're so cute. You're so cute. And kiss the belly. Off he goes. Forgot to put my blanket on my lap. And I've got to reset half my desk here because I moved my microphone. Back behind the monitor it goes. Sorry for the noises. Alright, back to work. After I put some lip balm on because my lips are super dry and cracking. Because it's winter. And if Mew Juice is still here, it's that chocolate lip balm that I bought ages ago. You remember that stuff, probably. And now that Tesla's had some pets, he's gonna go eat. Retour Chemise. Alright, back to painting. Just pick a random spot on the painting and have at it. Eradicator 36, thank you for following.
36 is visiting the island.
Tell us how you found us. We enjoy stories here. We're painting a portrait of Alex Preddy today because I had to get my rage out. And this was the only way that I knew how without being violent. Violent with words. I don't like being like that. So we're just painting. And I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of the family and send them the high resolution version of this. The wind took you here. Excellent. Excellent. Well, you have washed upon our shores to become one of the Fronds. Yep. There's nothing else that I'm really good for except painting, so here we are. So I'm gonna see if I can get the family the high-res version of this. When it's done. I don't know how many days it'll take, but we'll get there eventually. Normally I don't pick the colors directly from the reference when I'm doing a painting. Normally I will select the colors from the wheel directly as a form of challenge, but because this is a special piece, it has some leeway in the rules of how I paint. But other things that we're working on otherwise, character designs for characters from my book, painting for a villain from my book. We've done... Hold on. Need to open up the files. More characters from my book. This year so far has been a lot of characters from my book that I'm still writing. And one commission so far for Cora of his cat Tom, so I do memorial pet paintings for commissions. I think I hear my dad in the hall with my cat. A butt armor. And we're also doing one for Necromancer of his dog, but as like one of those royal portraits where they're wearing like the ruff and they've got the like tapestries in the background. So we've just done a quick sketch. Otherwise, we do practice paintings. So before I started taking commissions, we did a practice of my friend's dog that passed away. Her name is Tessa. And I'm going to be doing a few other practices of other pets of friends. So we're going to do one of Monster the cat, because she was the monster under the bed. And same owner, but her cat Finnegan, who passed away far too young. I think he was only like 2 or 3 years old, but he had a genetic condition. He passed away too young. He was a good boy. So for my close friends, they're getting like free practice paintings. And I do people, so this is another gift painting that I've been working on since like August. And this is gonna end up being the same quality as this one, so, or vice versa. Alex's portrait will be in the same level of quality and fidelity as the camp leaders from the LARP that I go to, Fox and Crow, or Kit and Maddie from the Skill Tree YouTube channel. And that's about it. Otherwise, we do chibis occasionally. And, derp art. This is the Cubus. The Incubus. So, we have the version where I may have painted over it yesterday by accident. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to repaint it. Normally it's white. There's the Cubus. Yep, there he goes. And then yesterday, thought of the ice cube. So it's the ice cubus. So I just made a blue version. And that's about it. We just do paintings here. Sometimes we'll look at old art. We'll make things like the Cuburrito. And we have members that talk about everything from linguistics to lots of Gundam. Model trains, I think we've had conversations about model trains. Sewing, knitting, pretty much everything. So, if you've got a hobby, you're welcome here. We also have a Discord. You're welcome to join that too. Ah! Gerda, I have nothing left to drink! I have a dribble of coffee. And a posture check! Posture check! Everybody on Shrimp Thine Spines! A crescent moon looking seabed crustaceans. And a stretch toe. Now give yourself a little wave back and forth. Stretch out those sides. We always neglect our sides. Seaweed in the ocean currents. You're just redeeming everything all at once. And yeah, we're weird here. If you're weird, go fit right in. I hope you're weird. Welcome. I had to give the spiel, the share stuff. If you have art and whatnot that you also do, you are welcome to share it in the Discord. We're also not afraid to talk about the news. We have a corner of woe if you need to complain about anything. We have a happy place if you want to share something that just makes you really happy. And that you want to share with other people to potentially make them happy as well. Ooh, wow, that shading just, whoop, just appeared there. Beautiful. Except I'm going to have to cover it up a little bit. It was so beautiful, and I had to destroy it. It's sad. It's okay, this whole section needs a bit of a rework here. I'm gonna bring some of this lighter color down in here. Halo Chomsker! Hello, Halo, welcome back. It's good to see you again. Welcome back, Maranai, and good morning, Death. Hello, it is me, the fish killer. Oh, Havarti's probably already hiding. The slayer of fish. Yep, work on Alex continues today. Because, well, we do want to finish this painting. See, we got a little branchy branch that comes down, whoop, like that. Need a little bit darker. Branch. More branch. More branch. Yep.
Cora Huroda says, bleep death, he cannot kill me.
Thanks, Marinay. Yeah, we're good today, I think. We're doing much better than yesterday. How you doing today, Halo? I hope you're doing well. Let's get this branch in here, just a little spindly. Woo. We're starting to really get into the details. A little bit of pine sap right here, just blah, 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 blah. A little bit right there too. Maybe a smidge of a dot there. the highlight on the edge of the tree. Let's see, we got a big dark chunk there. I do love painting nature. But I don't have anything to drink! God damn it! Hold on. I'm gonna take my mug downstairs so my dad doesn't have to come up and get it, and I will go get something else to drink in the meantime, because it's probably gonna be at least 10 minutes, if not longer, for tea. Once my dad actually makes it. Okay, I'll be right back. Everybody get up and stretch your legs. No blood clots allowed. Those are truly illegal. My mouse is double clicking. I think there's dust in it. I'm back. That sounds good. Currently freezing and still fighting an art block. And that's nice and lazy day. That's good. That's good. Alright, we've got some 7-Up Zero. I'll take those hydrates in a second. Just need to catch my breath. Going up and down the stairs sometimes it wears you out. As for art block, you should paint an egg. Hold on, let me go get egg. Where is egg? Here's egg. Paint an egg. Same picture of egg on the right, or the left, and then the right, about 8 months apart, 6 to 8 months apart. Yeah. One was December, the other was August. Using the same techniques, the same rules. Cannot pick color from the picture. Egg. Egg. Yep. One egg has a secret titty form. The titty egg. There, your hydrates have been redeemed. I was waiting for that. There you go. But yes, egg practice. Surprisingly hard to do. But it definitely it definitely is like a reflection of like how my skills changed over the course of the year with the paintings, because we had all sorts of stuff that we did. Where are the other practices? We had the banana. So I'd like to redo the banana at some point as well. It's just like I'm not going to do all the detail on the carpet, but clearly like I could do a better job with this banana. But they were really, really quick practices. Let's see, and then in 2025, I think I have a practice folder. Yeah. It won't let me open multiple at once. Unless I drag them all in. Just gonna think for a minute. So, this is one of my former roommate's cats, River. We did some lips. Obviously the ones that say whip on them are a work in progress. I have not finished. And then there's Reginald. He lives in the woods. Landscape. None of that green is green, it's all yellow. This is where we really learned a lot about like color theory. Give Highwire that lipstick? I probably could, actually. Salt lamp was actually the second or the third practice. This was after the banana. So we did the egg, the banana, and then we did the salt lamp, and then we did that landscape. This was just some random K-pop guy that I did. Found it on Blue Sky, and I was like, yeah, I'd like to try painting that. And yeah, there's still quite a bit of differences. Really early on, the hand is not great, but it was very quick. This is the 5th one we did. And after I painted this one, my ability to draw hands got so much better. So if you have difficulty with hands, I recommend just painting hands. Lots of hands. We did a finch. Again, didn't finish this one because just too much. But the bird is done. That's all that mattered. Another picture I didn't finish. Another one I didn't finish. This one was really hard. Especially, we learned right around this area, around the nose and mouth. I am really bad at that spot. And I could probably do better now, but God, it was so hard. I could not get it right. Let's see how far off this one is, actually. They're actually pretty close. It's this whole side of the face that's just off. It's just a little bit too long. Maybe that's why I was struggling so much. This one that I didn't finish, I would like to. I just need to blend the colors, and I just got lazy. But, yeah, I recommend, just doing practices like this. If you've got an art block, and you can't think of what to draw, just pick a picture you like, and draw it, paint it as practice. And, you know, you can add dragons sometimes when you do a... when you do a landscape copy. Just, you know, throw some dragons in there, or a cryptid or something. It just makes it fun. I really like this one. It turned out quite beautifully, didn't it? Like, it's not exact, but I think I liked my waves better than the ones in the photo. Yep, the dragons were Cora's idea. Honestly, I like my painting better than the photo. The only thing I'm good at is painting. The only thing I really enjoy doing is painting. This one is done. It took us like 2 weeks. Quick practice my ass. Fucking clouds, man. Wasn't this the 4th one or the 5th one we did? I don't know. It was, or it was before the landscape. I can't remember anymore. But it was this one was hard. So many different shapes and colors and shades. It's very impressionist in the bright area. I like it. That's what we do here. We do art! Using our artistic eye. Fuck. Goddamn Shadiversity. And pretty much every time I look away from the art piece and come back to it, I'm like, different spot. We're working down here now. Say's next present, a fully funded studio for painting. I mean, at that point, I would just create a maker space for people to use. Because, yeah. If I'm just the only one that's using it, I don't know. It feels like kind of a waste. All I need is a standing desk so I don't have to sit down so long. Yeah, I've been neglecting this one spot of the painting here where the hands and knee are. And that's because it's wrong. That's why. Just straight up wrong. Got the wrong colors, the wrong shapes. He has very, very long phalanges, you know, like this spot right here. They're really long on him. Just get some better color laid in here. It got very muddy from our overpainting yesterday. Knuckles, thumbnail, leggy. Just gotta blend it all in. The sun is streaking! The 7-day streak. Thank you for sharing your time with us, Death. We always appreciate it. Cat and lap again. That's great. That's the best thing. Halo missed kitty time with Tesla. It was just practice for making sexy witch bitch. Yeah, I mean, she's pretty hot. I could give her that lipstick. Let's see, we'll just grab that. We'll just bring this down here as a reference for later. We'll save that. I said it, not me. What? Why does that painting look like she's about to kiss someone dead? Because maybe she is. Who knows? Tea has arrived! Thank you. He just mouths, "You're welcome," at me. We've gone from the cardamom tea to Earl Grey. The family's decided to start drinking tea partway through the morning instead of coffee because it's cheaper. You've been at Magicon in Oslo. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Say the master of fictional thirst trap. Oh no, there are people much better thirst trap than me. Although I suppose you could maybe add the hunters to the list of thirst traps. They're all thirst traps. There, so you can see Sonia. She's, I think she's like 5'4" or 5'5". She's a stocky build. Anna doesn't look like it, but she is like super muscular. She's very lithe, but really muscly underneath. Thirsty Snape, no! Actually, I gotta fix something. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. That's better. You didn't say that earlier. Now the variations that we have to paint in. Let's take that color there. How dare? Why have you done this? I'll get to it in a sec. Take a sip of tea! Would Highwire team up with anyone to complete her goals? I'm thinking about it. Perhaps, if she feels she could trust them. She certainly wouldn't tell anyone about her goals. Well, I mean, she does eventually. What am I doing here? I see part of my tool window. It's driving me crazy. MagicCon is Norway's largest cosplay convention. Does fantasy cosplay? I don't think fantasy cosplays. Like, specifically cosplays. Oh, you do? Been there many times? Oh, nice. Your fanfiction has already begun. Isn't LARP just cosplaying a character you made up? That, in some ways. I consider LARP a little bit more advanced than cosplay because your costume actually has to be functional and last. A lot of cosplays are just like one-offs. They're like, I can wear this one time before it all falls apart because my seams aren't sewn and they're put together with hot glue. Well, LARP outfits have to last a bit more than that. LARP clothes you actually have to be able to live in. Cosplays are like, I need help getting in and out of this, because otherwise it'll fall apart at the seams. At least the majority of cosplays. This is what was bothering me here. Boy, I love the liquefy tool. It makes my life so much easier sometimes. If I need to thin out a line, I can do that. Something about drawing fabric creases, it's so satisfying. When you get them right. Unlike Warhammer cosplay, those things are absurd. Yeah. Yeah, you guys should totally meet up. If you're both going to the same convention, why not? Make friends. Especially if you're local. Ish. Local to the country. Just make sure you're safe about it. Especially when meeting people on the internet. I know it's pretty normal nowadays, but like back in the day, it was a weird thing to do. Only weirdos met up with other people they met on the internet. Oop. Accidentally clicked off my program. Sorry, we're really quiet. Make friends or you'll be lonely. Exactly. This lighthouse has switched to down here. Getting closer every minute. Why have you done this? It's the hydrate death. Edge of the shorts peeking out. Boo! You are on PC? I'm also imagining a sign with Highwire exposing their identity and Shadow Strider walking in and pausing in confusion. Whose identity? Highwires or Shadow Striders? There are also some witch traits, which is different from a power, that allows them to see who people are. Oh, Highwires. Why would she wouldn't do that. Unless she was gonna kill you. In which case, she would just kill you before you know. I mean, God, she's hidden her gender for a couple, for a long time. So, she wouldn't give up her identity that easily. Let's get some of this ground painted a little better. It's nice, soft, reddish gray. Stick. Root. There's a bit of a root here too. I'll get to that hydrate in just a moment. Let's see, right about here. I want that. And that leads up to here. We're getting some shadows in on this other shoulder here. focus mode activated. Yesterday I almost went an hour overtime because I was so focused on this. Thank you for the hydrates, Cora. I appreciate them. A little bit of light in here. I'm just glad I had such a nice photo of him. You know, even though I've pulled the colors directly from this, I think I'm actually gonna have to desaturate his shirt. That's already looking so much better. Whew. Have to be careful not to lose focus here. joke in just a moment. Been done a flip in a while. How's that looking? That hand, though. I started to get so dehydrated with the... I need to take a sit back and look at it anyways. If we flip it back the right way. I like the painting scene. Is that book 2 if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, that scene is in book 2. Also, that would be a buy panic moment for Shadow Strider, because funny. I'm sure the cat will get over it, Fantasy. Thanks for the hydrate, and the posture check, and the hydrate. Gora and Necromancer. I was getting really intensely into that there. A lot of fabric folds. The background's starting to come together. Just the, oh no, she is hot. Yep. She is actually quite hot. There's a lot of hot ladies. A lot of hot guys. Make his shoe bigger. This shoe needs to be bigger too. Yeah. It's mostly that hand now that's quite wrong. Oh, dancing dinos. Dancing dinos. Shape of the head needs to be adjusted just a smidge. But I think, for the most part, we have the rest of it down kind of right. It's the hands. The hands are the biggest problem, but they're also just, like, slapped in there for now. Well, yeah, the glasses will go in absolutely last. They are the very, very last part I will be doing. But shoe needs to be quite a bit bigger right here. His knees. Okay. The shorts need to come down a little bit more. Dancing dinos! Dancing dinos! Tube is rock and stoning. What does that mean? Is Tube playing a game called Rock and Stone? Knee. Okay, knee is looking a lot better. Very white knee. It's so bright. It's all about blending. Alright, see you later, Marti. Thanks for coming by. I always appreciate it. You have a great day now. Yeah, I think it's so much closer now. Even the hand is starting to get better. Get the knuckles in there. Thursday, I may have you in the background while eating loads of comfort foods, suppressing my crying. Is that when they're putting down the cat? That's hard to get attached to a cat for just a few days and then have somebody put it down. That's difficult. Are you fostering the cat because you wanted to just like see what it was like to take care of a cat and like you knew it was being put down before you fostered it? Were they like moving or something? Still don't have his face quite right. Not Twitch friendly. I mean, most of what we talk about is not Twitch friendly. Especially when Ross gets going. Let's bring out the airbrush for a moment. Much. Just a little bit. 2 hairs and some air right there. But right here, a bit of sheen. Let's quickly toss some glasses onto them on another layer. Yeah, the glasses do help. That is not right. That's a little bit better. Ah! Why have you done this? Mama. Oh. Oh, God. Or put some glasses on him. Are you happy, Cora? Super. I forget what it means already. Cursed mouse. Oh, just means hi. Very men can see now. Yep. I know what that's like. We've got our trees going in the background today. I got the fabric getting painted. Yesterday it was just blobs of color. Today we've got shapes and shadows and lighting. The hands are gonna be probably the hardest part. The textures in the background, we're just gonna fudge. But they're not meant to be really looked at anyways. Same thing with the foreground. They're just gonna be really haphazard. They're gonna be sort of close, but they won't be as careful as the rest of the picture. I need to make the area around his elbow a little bit bigger. Like, the top of his forearm where it's leaning against his knee. And I need to lower his knee. Posture check! Yeah, everybody on strength and spines. Give yourself a little wave back and forth. Like seaweed in the ocean currents. Become flexible! It's good for you. Well, I think this is where I'm going to leave this painting for today. And I'm going to try and write some more. If anybody has any feedback on the little bit that I put on the Discord server, then I will continue down that stylized vein. I'm trying to show, not tell, and not have like, oh, here's a character description, you know, bullet point list of, you know, blue eyes, brown hair, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm just trying to pepper in the pictures of what they look like so that you get an idea of who they are as you read. I'm sort of growing the imagery in your mind like a fungus. Write me like one of your French girls is the most cursed thing my brain has said. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh my. Alright. Get a little stretch in. I'm rubbing your eye. This feels really great. I don't want to go over time again because I burn out if I do. But yesterday I was like super focused on getting as much done, but I don't need to rush this painting. I will be posting the whip updates to Blue Sky each day I finish working on it. So if you have Blue Sky and you're following me there, please go repost. Liking things doesn't really share them. You gotta repost stuff if you want to share it. Yeah, 3 hours is what I would like to stream. So, just yesterday I went over time. Sometimes I'm under time because I'm just so tired. But I slept for 12 hours, so I've got lots of energy. Like, I'm just... Never again? Never again what? I'd like to get on Gander Social, but they're doing just, like, their beta testing right now, so... And I didn't get an invite to the beta test. My Blue Sky. What's wrong with my Blue Sky? It infected your page? Oh, maybe you should follow more people. I barely post. I'm trying to post more because it's like, it's important for social media stuff to, yeah. There was a period I was using it a lot, and I was sharing a lot of news stuff because I was just enraged, and then I was just like, you know what, I need to stop sharing the news stuff. But this is, like, we've come to a point where, like, you need to start saying stuff now. Like, before you needed to say it too, but a lot of people are like, oh man, I'm just so tired and I can't anymore and I'm not gonna pay attention anymore. And we've gotten to the point where now you need to pay attention because your life might be in danger if you don't. So that's just how I feel about it at this point. Before it was like, I am enraged by these atrocities and human rights and privacy violations. And now it's come down to, like, they're murdering even white people in the streets. So, it's like, it was too far before, and now there's blood in the streets. Not just behind closed doors. And I'm just like, I can't be quiet anymore. And so now, rather than just being angry all the time and pissing and moaning about stuff I can't do anything about, I'm going to do art because that's the best way to respond to things at this point for me. And if I can make a beautiful painting for the family and friends that they can go have printed themselves, then that's what I'll do. I can at least do something good for somebody. Hashtag stop ice, yes. Evan has not come on yet. Still waiting on the Evans. Could get Moko made. Is Evan not streaming today because it's Tuesday? We'll check his announcement. That announcement was on the 21st. Evan. Do we have to raid or Evan? Blah. I have a feeling he's not on today. Doesn't he usually have appointments on Tuesdays or something? We're gonna raid Moko Maid. Because I am feeling energetic today. So, my friends, we're off sailing to other waters. It is that time again. May you wash ashore on distant lands and find new adventures. We all know that Moko Maid is energetic, but if you happen to drift off course and find yourself somewhere else, so be it. I hope you have a great day. Thank you all for coming today. Thank you for coming back again. Hello, Guardian. It was nice to see you again. Hopefully, sometimes Radical will be back as well. And to the other person who came by, I don't remember your name, but you are welcome back anytime. And I'll see you again. Remember, I love you. Bye-bye.